Hey,
Okay.
JPP, you're so good at surveys and all this cool stuff we've been talking about and the rest of Priceless Advice. What are your maybe bonus Tuesday tips for doing follow-up surveys with event volunteers?
If you are going to do a survey, because don't do a survey for the sake of doing a survey,
Hmm.
do a survey to collect feedback and then actually do something with that feedback.
Yeah, don't let it just sit. Act on
Don't
it.
let it just sit, or don't do it as an exercise of like, well, volunteers want to be heard. So here's their space to be heard. And then, if they tell us, like, hey, you gave us a job aid for registration and the instructions were wrong, we're not happy with that. Tell folks, like, this is what we heard, and we're going to fix that job aid. And we're sorry that happened, right? Or like volunteers saying, like, oh, it was really hot outside and humid, and it would have been nice if we weren't a water station. It would have been nice if other volunteers or staff came by every hour and a half and brought us some water.
Yeah, again, basics of human care and
Yes, but
comfort and connection.
maybe it's missed. Maybe it's
Yeah,
something people didn't hear about during the event, right? Or didn't think about. But if someone tells you this didn't go well, you need to acknowledge we heard that this didn't go well, and this is what we're going to do about it. Don't just go back and say, we heard your feedback, thank you. It's
and
like,
nothing
what
changes.
was
Yeah.
that feedback? And what are you actually going to do? Because if you're not prepared to change how you do volunteer engagement at your event next year, because, oh, shoot, it's 2 weeks out and we just need to do it again and we'll just reuse everything from last year, which happens, again, way too often, then that's too bad. Like, this is why you're always stuck recruiting 2,000 people. And they're disengaged and they don't want to stay in touch. And when they are in a spot in their life where they want to choose an organization to make a monthly contribution to, or they want to leave a gift in their will, or they want to bring their family or ask their children to go and volunteer somewhere because maybe it's voluntold or whatever, they want to instill values, you're not the organization they're going to choose.
Yes, and the organization they are going to choose or that they're going to hear about from their friends and family and neighbors who did do it is the one that also took positive ideas and feedback, not just, of course, it's important to fix what made people uncomfortable or dehydrated or have a medical incident, which
Yeah.
could occur. But it's also important to say, we thank you for participating in the survey. We had these great ideas from volunteers who worked the event, and then list the ideas, and you can communicate with the person if they want their specific name attached, or say or if a bunch of people, can you kind of amalgamate that we heard these three great ideas, and we're going to do this next year, and here's how, if you want to, you can help us do this next year and do it better. Like, that's the kind of framing to put into it. We're not just we're fixing mistakes. It's a plus delta, it's a debrief, yes, and here's some awesome things that happened with specific volunteers or participants, and here are some great ideas that came from volunteers that we're absolutely going to incorporate as we build up next year's event.
100%.
I love those as bonus Tuesday tips. Thank you so much, Jessica.